Okay, today we're going to start looking at the smart board from the administrator's standpoint. Now, smart boards themselves, they're a significant cost. They're expensive. They're about $1,700 a piece. The technology is not new, but it's fairly new, so it's still developing. Um, so let's take a look at it little by little. One, to install these smart boards, because we have to know what the installation is going to cost us. We're going to have to make ready our rooms, or each classroom is going to have additional power requirements and data ports, or data lines, and then data ports available in the switch rooms for the to accommodate this new technology. Also, there needs to be a PC in every room. If we don't already have one, then we have to make sure we have one in each one of these rooms. And then we have to decide which rooms are we going to put them in. And a lot of that's going to come from the data, research, and find out. It's going to be based on results from prior research and surveys done to see where they're most effective, or do we go across the board? I mean, is it something that we want to do as a complete overhaul of our teaching method in our schools? So, first of all, we have the cost, which we said they're about $1,700 a piece, and that's just for the board. So you can probably double that by the time you get done with the installation. And then you have the cost of training. Now, the training on these smart boards, we're going to need to train the teachers, the administrators, the tech personnel, substitutes if they come in, they're going to need to be able to use them. We're going to pay for all these people to get trained, so it's something we have to, it's going to cost us to pay these people to be trained. They're going to be trained for free. And also any new hires in any of those areas. We're going to have to make sure they're up to speed. If we're going to institute this across the board, we're going to have to make sure that this is going to, everybody's going to be aware of it, how to use it, and so that's going to be an undertaking. We're going to have to assign a network administrator in charge of it. This whole process, and not only the initial training, the ongoing training, but any new applications or updates, different technologies that we can add to it to enhance its capability, maximize our use of it. So that's all the cost then. And then we have to look at, what does it do? Are we actually going to get our money out of it? I mean, is it going to be worth it? Because at the end of the day, we need to do better on the test scores. It's every school in the country is looking at test scores. We have to look at it from that standpoint. The data doesn't show a great increase in test scores across the board. Now, there are areas where it does show shows significant increases, but not across the board. So we have to look at, we might have to pinpoint where they are. Now, there's a study done in Ohio in third and fourth grades, and they use the smart board on a regular basis, and there's in a math class, and it showed significant increase. Actually, the students in that class, in the fourth grade class, actually scored 100% of them passed the Ohio State achievement test, and 90% of the children of that test scored 10% higher than they had previously. So that's significant. That's significant data. When you can get that kind of return, that's definitely worth it in the eyes of at least from the administrator standpoint. But then you also have to look at, okay, that's a fourth grade. There's another study in South Carolina, and it was the same thing. The math classes seem to be the ones that benefit the most from this type of technology. The language really hasn't shown any significant increase, but it has shown progress. It doesn't mean it doesn't work. It's just not a significant difference. So we have to look at that. Then you look, and then when you get in the older grades, it really doesn't show anything significant. There might be some increase here and there, but it's not a significant increase. It's not more than a standard deviation or anything like that, so it's not really that big. And then you have to look at the use, because in these cases where you have a significant increase, The smartboard was used 3 to 4 times minimum a week. So if we don't use these things, if it's used once a week, it's not, and this is proven on another test, another survey, a research survey, that you didn't see the increase at all if it wasn't used significantly. In other words, it wasn't used three or more times a week. So if we are going to institute these and buy these and put these in and make this part of our program, we have to make sure that we can use them under on a regular basis, regular, consistent basis. So to do that, we need lesson plans, and lesson plans are there's Smart Exchange where you get lesson plans, and there's different schools now that are offering up specific lesson plans for the smartboard. But these are not easy lesson plans to build. It takes a lot of work to build one lesson. So overall, this product has a lot of downsides compared to the other options out there. The cost is significant. It's twice as much as the Apple TV, iPad solution, and it doesn't have near the functions. So the way I see it is that it isn't a viable option for our school.